The paths of the Rarámuri are carved through the canyons of barrancas, revealing a community living in harmony with the earth. Famous for their legendary long-distance running, these three brothers run nearly 2 marathons every day.
Did you hear that? That's fascinating.
They bring me to Irma's Gordita stand, the perfect spot to refuel.
¡Provecho!
Gracias.
And you'll get a taste of Irma's in your own home.
No, I'm just having fun.
Because I'm teaching you to make red gorditas stuffed with creamy chipotle chicken.
Solo porque ya me dio hambre, ya me lo quiero comer.
At Huetosachi, sisters and local cooks María and Rosa share with me the simple wonders of Rarámuri cuisine, which I will bring to you in the form of a Rarámuri delicacy, chacales. Sun-dried and cracked corn kernels, rehydrated to perfection in a roasted tomato stew with melty cheese.
What a feast! So succulent. These beans are insane.
Martín Moreno and his brothers Gregorio and Ignacio uphold a revered Rarámuri legacy, running extreme distances. Their daily commute to work is a breezy 20-mile run each way. All three have won some of the most challenging races in Mexico, like the Caballo Blanco, a 50-mile ultramarathon known for breaking some of the world's most elite athletes.
A ver, si los tres corren, ¿quién gana?
Junto una vez 190 kilómetros. Yo llegué primero, pero
Pero aguantaron todo.
sí aguantamos todos.
Sí.
Nada más que me dieron chance de llegar primero.
¿Ellos? ¿Sí? ¿De verdad?
De hecho, íbamos juntos en la meta. O sea, unos 50 metros me dijo, tú adelante, o yo y él llegamos
Ay,
juntos.
voy a llorar. ¿Por qué? ¿Porque es su hermano chiquito?
¿Quién sabe?
The Rarámuri people are famed for their remarkable endurance, navigating their home in the Copper Canyon, 4 times larger than the Grand Canyon, a tradition that began as a way to settle disputes.
Poder no llegar a golpes, no llegar a muchas palabras, sino que ellos sabían la tradición, ¿no? Sino que empezaban un punto, muchas vueltas corriendo y no había límite de kilómetros. El que se rendía era el que tenía que respetar a la persona que seguía de pie corriendo.
Ahí donde ustedes crecieron, ¿era solo su familia o habían más familias?
Bueno, que digamos la vida es muy bonito, ¿no?
Pero
Pero en nuestra comunidad, la comunidad es algo grande, ¿no? No es pequeño. Había suficiente agua para poder cultivar lo necesario para nuestras casas. Y a veces que en estos tiempos ha habido mucho parte de lo que es el calentamiento en todo el mundo, parte que nos ha afectado también a nosotros, ¿no?
¿Y tú crees que son esos cambios de sequía, calentamiento global, lo que los ha empujado a buscarse trabajo fuera de estar en la comunidad y la casa?
Dentro de la comunidad, creo que dentro de la Sierra Madre Occidental sí, a muchísima gente. Porque la madre tierra, la tierra está para trabajarla, pero si no hay agua, no hay cosecha, ¿no?
Claro. Entonces tienen que buscar.
Hay que buscar, hay que buscarle para poder llevar sustento a nuestra familia.
Some of those opportunities come in the way of tourism. Recent initiatives like Barrancas Park offer breathtaking views of the canyon and teach visitors about Rarámuri culture while also providing employment for local communities.
Oye, y ustedes como parte de la comunidad, pues les ha tocado ver la construcción de todo esto, ¿no? ¿En qué cosas han trabajado aquí en el parque?
Me tocó trabajar con la compañía que instaló el teleférico y la Zip Rider.
Ah, ¿y tú?
Yo también, igual.
¿Sí? Y ahora están cuidando en la noche el teleférico. Sí.
The cable car runs about 1.5 miles with multiple stops, allowing not only tourists to get unbelievable views of the canyon, but has also become an important means of transportation for Rarámuri to move around from place to place.
Oye, ¿y cómo han visto la evolución de aquí en la comunidad? ¿Cuál ha sido el efecto del turismo a través del tiempo?
Por decir en persona, pues que nosotros le tenemos tanto respeto a la madre tierra. El trabajo y el turismo pues lo recibimos con los brazos abiertos de donde venga, cualquier país que venga.
O sea, ustedes mientras que la gente vengan y respeten esta área del mundo que ustedes quieren tanto, la madre tierra, mientras que lo cuiden, que no contaminen, ustedes están felices con que venga gente.
Así es.
Yo estoy feliz por ver a las gorditas de Irma, que se ve muy rico.
Gorditas are like small and chubby corn tortillas that are stuffed with all kinds of fillings like pork, beans, and cheese, and are a staple in the Chihuahuan diet. Conveniently, they're also a fantastic way to refuel after a leisurely 50-mile run.
¿Qué es lo que más le pide la gente?
Lo tradicional de aquí es el chile pasado, quelites y el asado de puerco.
Ok, pues yo le pediría uno de chile pasado y uno de quelites.
Muy bien.
Y uno de chicharrón, porque me gusta muchísimo el chicharrón.
Ya le pedí pongo 3. De los 3 colores.
Sí, es masa azul, masa normal. ¿Y cómo hace esa masa?
Esta es maíz blanco, nada más que le ponemos chile de polvo para darle color a la masa solamente.
Que es como chile colorado.
Pero no pica, no
pero
nada.
Sí le da saborcito. Chile relleno. ¿Y ustedes?
Yo un chicharrón es eso.
¿Chicharrón?
¿En qué color de gordita?
Roja.
La de chile pasado.
Ok. Buenísimo. Buenísimo. ¡Provecho!
Gracias.
Provecho. Está buenísima la masa. Sí pica, doña Irma. Usted me dijo que no, pero pica rico.
Pero no mucho.
Irma's red gorditas are so unique. I can try to help you recreate them at home.
Gorditas go by the name gorditas because gordita translates to chubby, and gorditas are chubbier than regular tortillas. I had eaten them with normal corn masa dough and with blue corn masa dough, but I had never tasted them red. Now that I went to Chihuahua, I learned how to make them, and all you need to do is add Colorado chile powder to your masa harina, and you can make your own. It's very easy. I have here my dried Colorado chiles, and what I learned when I was in Chihuahua is that guajillos are the ripe and dried mirasol chiles. They're a part of the Colorado chile universe. These are the Colorado chiles, and they come from the chile verde, chilaca, which you may also know as Anaheim or California chiles. And these chiles are picked when ripe, and then they're dried. You open the chile and remove the seeds. Before you make your powder, you want to toast the chiles. So I have a comal here. It's preheated over medium-low heat. And I'm just going to toast about 2 ounces of the Colorado chiles. And you just want to flip them. The color, the texture, the smell of the chile changes. I think this is ready. So I have my coffee grinder here. My husband's coffee is gonna taste spicy tomorrow morning. Just break the chiles into smaller pieces and add them into your grinder or food processor. I'm laughing thinking about Danny's coffee tomorrow morning. Okay, this chile powder is gonna taste so much better than the one that you get at the store. I have here 2 cups of masa harina, and then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of the chile powder that you just made with me, and then I'm adding a half a teaspoon salt. Then I'm adding 1.5 cups of hot water. I'm gonna leave a little out as I start kneading the dough. Okay, once the masa has come together and it's nice and soft like this, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and then I'm gonna mix the oil into the masa. And this is gonna make the gorditas cook better, because as you're gonna see, the gorditas take much longer to cook than the tortillas because they're thicker. So I'm just gonna, it's just fun. No, I'm just having fun. Just let it sit here, cover it with a moist or wet towel, and now I'm gonna make the filling, and today I'm gonna make creamy chipotle chicken, which was one of the most popular fillings in Chihuahua. It's so tasty. Okay, I have some water here that I've been heating, and I'm going to add half of a white onion, and I'm gonna save half to cook with the chicken once it's ready. Adding it in here. 2 garlic cloves, 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon salt, and 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. So adding the chicken. This is gonna come to a boil. I'm gonna cover it and let it cook for about 10 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm gonna slice the onion. This has been cooking here for a little while. I'm gonna add my tomatoes, 4 ripe tomatoes. And these are gonna cook here for the next 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, this is cooking, this has cooked. We're gonna take the chicken out. So I'm gonna let this cool here a little as I make my tomato sauce. So here, I'm gonna add everything that cooked in here. The tomatoes, the onion, the garlic, and the bay leaves, and about a half a cup of this chicken broth. I'm gonna let this cool for a second. The chicken is ready for me to start shredding. I can actually start cooking the onions. I'm gonna turn my heat on here over medium heat. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons oil, 1 tablespoon unsalted butter. I can hear the butter sizzling, so I'm adding the onion. But I also need to puree this sauce. Okay, we need to add the chipotles. So I'm adding 4 whole chipotles in adobo sauce plus 4 tablespoons of the chipotles in adobo sauce. I'm gonna puree this until completely smooth again. This smells crazy chipotle-y, which is amazing. I'm gonna start adding my chicken in here because my onion is ready. And then we're gonna pour that sauce. Now to make it creamy, I'm gonna reduce the heat and I'm going to pour 1 cup of Mexican crema. So this is gonna simmer here. As this happens, I'm gonna start making the gorditas.
I'm gonna turn the heat to medium-high.
And let's see what the masa is looking like. Beautiful. You have your tortilla press. You line it with sheets of plastic that you cut into circles. Most of the people that make gorditas, that have a lot of experience making gorditas, make them by hand, not with a tortilla press. But if you're not super skilled and make like dozens or hundreds of gorditas a day, you may find it useful, like me, to use the tortilla press. You roll your dough. Let's see what this masa does. I'm pressing down gently. We want about 4 inches in diameter and we want less than 1/4 inch in thickness. This is too thick. Gotta be patient with all things masa, but it's rewarding. And look at the masa. It's beautiful. So I'm adding it here. And it's gonna be about 6 minutes per side.
Or longer as needed.
You just have to continue flipping. Meanwhile, I'm gonna cut my lettuce because we need some garnishes. Oh, see, this one looks puffy. Come see, see? I mean, it's very slight. So take them off the comal and I'm gonna cut into the gordita. You just go like this and you open the pocket like this. We are going to stuff them. Oh, so beautiful. Now look at these, beautiful. I'm adding lettuce, And cheese. Beautiful. So now you know why these are called gorditas, because they're thicker than tortillas, but because you can really stuff them. Yum. There's so much flavor from the masa, which is so flavorful and a little bit spicy. And then the soothing, creamy chipotle chicken, really good.
The Rarámuri community at Wetosachi is situated in the vast area of the Copper Canyons and has an ancient quality about it, almost like going back in time. And sisters María, Monarca, and Rosa are giving me a lesson in the ancient flavors of their people.
¿Sí está saliendo?
Sí.
Tú me dices si hago algo mal, ¿eh?
But first, you can't start any dish in Mexico, Rarámuri or otherwise, without tortillas. And María is making me work for it.
Solo porque ya me dio hambre, ya me lo quiero comer.
In Rarámuri cuisine, corn is king, and María uses techniques that have passed down through the generations.
Entonces ya tenemos el nixtamal molido, le estás echando agüita. Huele muy rico, María.
Nixtamalization is an ancient process used throughout Mexico to prepare corn by soaking the kernels in slake lime water, unlocking its nutrients, and making it easier to grind into dough for making all kinds of foods.
Ahí está, si quieren hacer
¿Quieres que yo le haga?
Sí.
A ver.
María really wants me to break a sweat.
¿Y lo vas sacando como para que salga cortinita abajo?
Sí, que salga finito.
Dime si lo estoy haciendo bien. ¿Cómo ves?
Sí.
But that's not even the hardest part.
¿Cómo le das la vuelta?
Ajá, así.
¿Así?
Sí,
Ahí más o menos voy.
sí.
Que yo cuando hago tortillas uso el tortillero. ¿Aquí no usan tortillero?
No,
¿Por qué?
no sale igual que...
Mira qué
Ponle
hice.
así, pues ya sí.
¿Aquí?
Sí, la orilla. Está muy caliente.
The Rarámuri are masters at sustainable living. They eat very little meat and utilize every harvestable resource in their communities.
Cuéntame ¿qué tiene, María?
Pues es semilla de calabaza y está molido, viene con papa.
¿Me lo metes así como sopita?
Sí.
¿O con la tortilla le chupemos?
Pues,
Yo te voy a copiar. ¿Así?
sí.
Como sopita.
Ujú. Prueba a ver si te gusta.
María, qué rico. ¿Quién lo hizo? ¿María o Rosángela? Ah, lo hizo. Qué rico, Rosángela. Y es solo pepita molida con agua o con caldo de pollo.
No, puro semilla de calabaza.
Y papa.
Ujú.
Y ya.
Sí.
They cook so many things and my job is to taste it all.
Next up, chacales. Perhaps the Rarámuri's most common dish, featuring the resourceful use of corn to create something similar to grits or porridge, but sometimes with additional spices mixed in.
Esto me sabe como un poquito a avena.
Sí.
And lastly, perhaps the perfect way to end is atole, a comforting, thick beverage made from corn masa, water, and flavored with natural sweeteners. Both a nutritious drink and a heartwarming embodiment of their culture.
Gracias, María. ¿Te puedo dar un abracito?
Sí.
¿Me sentiste? Sí. Gracias.
De nada.
Alan, you know what's incredibly amazing?
What?
That you were there in Chihuahua as a digital content producer capturing
Behind the
content
scenes a little bit, yeah.
behind the scenes. But you ate all these things, you tasted all these things, and now we're here at home recreating these foods, and it's amazing because we can share with our friends how they can bring the pieces of Mexico that we explored to their kitchen.
Yeah.
So here we have yellow and white cracked corn. In Chihuahua, they call it chacales. They traditionally use white there. Should we use white?
Yeah. Let's do
Okay, so I'm opening the lid because I have water boiling. And I'm gonna add the corn. But help me rinse it first.
that. Okay. Listo?
Sí, super. Okay.
We're adding 1 pound of dried cracked corn.
If you can help me peel a garlic clove, and I'll cut half of an onion, and then let's add a teaspoon of salt. As this continues to cook, I want it to come to a boil, and then I'm gonna let it simmer. We saw the chacales plain with cheese and salsa in Huetosachi. But then with Chef Ana Rosa, we had them with tomato. And I wanted to try and recreate that Chihuahua-ness in here. So we're gonna roast the tomatoes. So we're gonna put them under the broiler. So let's add the tomatoes, and we add them whole. If you can help me cut this onion, that's perfect. And then we're gonna add 2 garlic cloves, but with the skin on.
Okay.
So they're gonna char or roast in the skin.
And we're gonna roast these in the oven for about 10 minutes or until they're charred and soft.
In Chihuahua, both times that we had it, they had it with cheese. And we were able to find Mennonite cheese.
With the Mennonite cheese.
Sí!
Nice.
Este es Mennonite cheese.
Is it from Chihuahua or did you find it here?
No, it is. And you have to taste it, Alan. Help me dice these into like bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
Well, when you taste it again, tell me what cheese would you compare these cheese to?
Let me taste it, I'll tell you. It's kind of like, a little bit like cheddar, but it's like a softer cheddar, you know?
Okay, so we have the cheese, and while the ingredients are roasting, we can chop some cilantro. I love the smell of cilantro. I mean, look at the beauty of these ingredients now. And look at the corn, it's so beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna use everything from the tomatoes. You're gonna help me like chop finely. We're gonna use everything of the onion, which yum.
It's gonna taste good with the charred bits.
Yeah, and then we're gonna peel the cloves.
Okay.
And what's your impression of the food of Chihuahua now that we went back?
Yeah, I was really surprised by how complex some of the dishes were.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there were ingredients that we tried that I had never even heard of before.
Me too.
What's the ingredient?
El ari.
Ari, yeah, like the ari, which comes from like these insects.
Yeah.
No?
I'm gonna turn these on. I have my heat at medium-high. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil, and then we're gonna let it heat. So now we need to add the tomatoes, the onion, and the garlic. Awesome.
How much salt should
Now add salt to taste. Así a ojo de buen cubero, lo que tú le echarías. Do you think you and I have a similar
Salt?
for salt?
I don't think so, to be honest.
I do more.
I think you do more. You like more salt than I do.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's add.
Okay.
You can see, how rich you want them. If you want more chacales or less chacales, but look at how beautiful
It looks
this
so
looks.
good.
And then add the option of adding chicken broth. I feel like that adds a little more flavor too. And now that's it. We let these come together just a few minutes. And I love to serve it these boiling hot because we're gonna add the cheese and we want the cheese to melt.
Of course.
Is that for you?
This is for me.
Okay,
I
because
like
I would add more cheese.
You want more cheese?
I mean, that's for you.
All right, fine. Maybe I should do more cheese.
Yum.
So you want a lot of cheese, right? So maybe I should just give you the whole thing.
Like half.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Should we smash the chiltepín?
Oh, yeah.
How many
Cilantro?
How many should we do? I like spicy.
I like a lot. Me too.
Listo.
Okay. ¿Tú crees que el queso ya se... Oh!
Did the cheese melt?
Yes!
Oh, yeah, it's totally melted.
The cheese melted! It's bright with the tomatoes. They're just so splashy and fresh and juicy and bright. And the Mennonite cheese is intense. And then the cracked corn, los chacales, are so toothy and the texture is so much fun to bite into. Yum. Alan, what a treat to eat these with you in Chihuahua and at home.
And here, yeah, it's so easy.
Sí. Thank you.
Oh, whoa.